Good morning, y'all. Well, this should look familiar from the last video. We're back to resume where we left off. Yesterday, we actually, we probably spent a good 4 hours yesterday looking for and gathering parts. So, yeah, it's not worth coming up here to work for 2 hours. So, we ended up getting some stuff. I believe we're definitely in a better position now to get some more stuff done, and I feel like we should have a pretty productive day. Zach is going to start, he's going to get all these seals replaced on the tensioners. Then we're going to get the tensioners on. We should be able to get these wheels on. And hopefully, once that's done, we can put sprockets on it. Once that's done, we can put chain on it. I'm probably going to spend most of the day working on bushings. Same as the last time you saw me working on bushings. But I have some different tools, and I feel like the bushing thing is probably going to go a little bit better. Quicker. Just takes, I did like 3 bushings all day long. So, that's pretty unacceptable, but hey, it is what it is. We don't have a machine shop here. So here we go. We're getting started. Let's get it on. All right, that thing's real close to dropping in. That was like, it's what took me 2 hours to do last time, took me 5 minutes, but it doesn't feel as uniform as the other side. So I'm going to go back to the hone, and I'm going to try to hone this the rest of the way, and it'll probably clean that up and make it nice and square. All right, y'all, we're gonna call this one done. It seems real nice. We've already drilled our holes from the grease slot, and then what we're gonna do is when we put this whole thing together, we'll put this in, bolt it down, mark it with a grease hole. We'll take a measurement, and then since these bushings don't have a grease groove in them like those ones do, we'll take and we'll score this and put a little groove in the bottom of this, or in the side of this pin. That way when the grease comes in, it can go all the way around the pin and it starts squeezing out around it. If you just leave this like this, grease is going to probably make it halfway around. The only other way is if this thing's moving and it's not really the way to grease stuff. So, but we'll take care of that after we get the whole thing together and we know exactly where that groove's got to be. All right, Zach is cleaning up some shims. We need some shims for this. It's a little loose. Adding shims tightens up this distance, and that distance is what rides top and bottom right here of this rail. So Zach's cleaning up some old shims we've got, so when we put them in there, it's what it should be. Measures properly, it's consistent. So we've got to shim that. Once we get that shimmed, we could probably slide the tensioner on, slide the wheel on, and then we can start working on the side tension once that's done. Man, that is a lot of shims in there. Holy cow. I think what we're probably going to have to do is if we end up having that many shims, we're going to have to get some longer bolts, because those bolts are going to be holding that together with about 2 freaking threads.
Yeah. I think we're going to end up with this many shims too.
Yeah, if we end up with that many shims, we got to get new bolts.
Yep. You gotta clear out all the pieces of paint and stuff before you can really, you know.
All right, guys, Zach's working on shimming the side plates, and he just took one out. Yeah, that's perfect, because you don't want it to be loose. You want it to be snug. So I think that'll work out real well. It slides with no problem.
Yeah.
The problem is, the real problem is when the track's on it and you're turning, when it pushes that sideways, that's what digs into the other stuff. So one more would be too much. I don't think you could. I'll try it. Take one more out and let's see what it looks like. I mean, you want it to be tight. That thing isn't supposed to move. Seen it pull it that way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're leaving it like that.
Yep.
So I would say, probably put one back in here and take one out of the other side, and that'll be perfect. Yep, get that done, and do the other side, and we can go get some fasteners, I guess.
Yep.
All right, y'all, so that's coming along nicely. Zach's going to finish up the other side. He's going to go ahead and get fasteners today. We're not going to wait and do it tonight and then come back tomorrow. We're going to try and get a little bit more done. I'm working on my first bushing still. I probably got about 30 or 40 minutes in that, and it's not even close, but those are big bushings. They're difficult to do, so I just flipped it over. I'm gonna get me a chair and sit down there and attack it head on. So Zach's back, and he's got his new fastener, so he's finishing that up. Everything's shimmed up and down. I think he even did the side, shimming it sideways. All he's got to do is put the new fasteners in and put it together. So he'll get that done, and we'll actually go ahead and get a few of these guys back together. Well, what he's going to do is he's going to put those on, connect all this together, and that'll be done. All right, Zach's got all the shims are done, top to bottom. The shims are all set up side to side. He's got the outside out. He's got everything ready to go. We'll see if we can throw these bad boys in here. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah, I kind of figured something like that was about to happen.
Cool.
Yeah, you're going to want to take this thing and see if you can get it all the way in there. That dust seal's mad as hell on that piece of shit. Plunger, I'll tell you that.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That seal's sealing.
Yeah. That's good news. Good news. Yep. Just see how far we can get that. I don't know how far that thing goes, but I'm betting that's pretty close. It ain't like it's going to go another 6 inches or nothing, but.
Yeah, I mean, look at where that is.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing was, this chain, it was weird because when you looked at this, when we bought it, this wheel the front of this wheel was probably about there, which would indicate that it had a newer chain on it and it had a lot of adjustment. But what I think happened was, I think somebody maybe took this apart and pulled a link out of it and moved the wheel or something, because this chain was beat. High quality ratchet, loaded with chrome, vanadium, and Chinesium.
All the best.
Only the best for us guys.
Just use it like a breaker bar.
Yeah. All right. All right. Throw some shims in this bad boy. Throw some bolts in the backside of it, and not too bad. That's much easier.
Oh yeah. All right, they're all started.
Okay. Gotta get some. All right, Zach's got this guy all done. Tightened down. Side plates are all on. Everything's shimmed. That one's good to go. Let's see what we got here. Zach has got everything together. It looks like we got to maybe push this guy back. That's it, Zach. I think it just stopped.
Felt like it stopped.
Yeah. All right, that guy's on all the way. Well, we got to put this plate on. Got to put lock washer on the other side, and start on sprockets.
Yep.
All right, that makes 2 sides done. These guys already tight?
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. Beautiful. The front tensioners and idlers and plates are shimmed, completely done.
Assembled.
Assembled, 100%. All right, awesome. Yeah, there's no good place to do this, but we got her. All I got to do is I got to grind that weld just a little bit right there, get this thing in there, and then we'll just pop a hole through the bushing when the bushing's in there, and we'll go from there. Looks pretty good. All right, y'all, you've seen it, and we got some work done today. Unfortunately, I gotta get another tool, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'll probably have to go in the morning, which is gonna put me here late. But I got a guy coming tomorrow that's gonna do some welding, and he might not come till late, so I may be here late anyway, so it might be worked out. So I'm gonna go tomorrow morning, probably get that stuff. Just gonna make my life easier, and then we'll be back. But I'm probably gonna shut this video off here. I've got a fair amount of stuff today, so this will be a one-day video, which is exactly like I like them, easy for me to keep track of, and but we'll be back tomorrow. So listen, substandard right here, come and get you some. Y'all have a great night. I know I will.